Vlog number 113.
Tuesday, March 5th, 2024, 7:41 a.m. I leave in exactly 1 hour. Unfortunately, today is the day where I have to go in at 8:40 instead of 9 because I have class from 9 to 10:50 and then 10:50, or no, then 11 to 11:50. It's always the worst day because math is such a disaster. It's such a nightmare, especially since it's 2 hours long, which is just way, way too long for me. And then I have a discussion class, which I probably should look at what I'm supposed to do and read some of the stuff. Probably do that in the upcoming hour. Hopefully this day just goes by fast and I can get done with this discussion class because I really, really don't like it. But see you for an hour and then I'll head on out.
All right, it's 8:41. Put my Lakers hat on because they got a massive win against the Thunder last night. I can't believe they won that game still. I mean, Lakers, they're looking really, really, really good right now. At least against the good teams. They almost lost to who was it, the Pistons? Wizards. The Wizards they almost lost to, which just baffled me. And then the Nuggets, they did the same thing where they couldn't stop anybody, which is unfortunate. But we held strong with them for most of the game. But Thunder, a good win. But that's yesterday. I don't even know what I'm talking about that still. I just can't get over how big of a win it is. That's why I put my Lakers hat on. I'm not going to go into school. 2 classes, and I'll be back around 12:15. All right, it's 12:08. Just got back today. Wasn't too bad. Math was very challenging because we're getting into really harder stuff. Simple and compound interest is blowing my mind how confused I am, but got done with that. Then I went to the discussion class. Wasn't as hard as it usually is because we paired up in groups today, there's only like 5 people in there, so we each paired up into pairs, and I didn't really do any talking. I didn't say one word. That's what I do, man. But came back on. I'm probably going to turn out what the plan for the rest of the day is. I'm going to sit on the bed for about 30 minutes till 12:45, and then I'll make something for lunch. I don't know what that's going to be. I have yet to decide that, but I'll probably eat that, and then after I'm done eating, I might play another game of MLB The Show 2016, because that game was really fun yesterday, playing with the old Mariners. But right now I'm going to go sit on the couch, or not couch, the bed, until 12:45 to 1 o'clock. Unbelievable. I just got a notification. The Seahawks are releasing safeties Jamal Adams and Quandre Diggs, along with tight end Will Dissly. Wow. We are going in a completely different direction this year. Quandre Diggs made the Pro Bowl. I mean, he's one of the better safeties in the league, and Jamal Adams, I mean, if he's healthy, he's dominant. The only problem is he wasn't healthy ever, and that's probably why we're trading him. I'm shocked right now, man. Both our safeties are now gone. And we need to draft a safety. I don't even think we have one anymore. Oh man, that's massive. Well, I guess I know who we're drafting now. The safety. Wow, that's shocking, man. Gonna go sit on the bed now probably till 1 o'clock, honestly. And then I'll make something for lunch. But wow, we don't have a safety anymore. All right, it's 12:58. Turned it to Spider-Man 2 right as I got back. It started at 11. I'm not gonna end up eating anything because I'm really not hungry at all right now. I just ate a ton of snacks. So I'm going to play, like I said, I'm going to play some baseball. But I think I'm going to see, I don't know if you can do it in this one, but in other game modes, when you could do like legend mode. I don't know if that's going to happen. I'm excited for this, man. This is a fun game. What's it doing? I'm the Mariners. I don't know how many innings I'm going to play, but I'll probably play it till around 1:30, and then I'll move over to the couch. Kyle Seager hits a home run to right field. It's 2-0. What I think I'm going to do is bat here in the bottom of the 4th. Then I'm going to pitch one more time, then bat, and then I'm going to go and play the home run derby to see, because I'm pretty sure these are still the old rules when I think it was 10 pitches you had. So it's going to be interesting to see, all the players. But Kyle Seager goes deep to right field. 2-0 Mariners. All right, it's 1:12. I only played till the 4th inning because another full inning would have taken a long time. It's just kind of crazy. Look at all of do you remember these lineups? Oh, man. Freddie Freeman, back when he was on the Braves, had 18 homers. Giancarlo Stanton. Oh, man. It's so different. It's crazy. Andrew McCutchen, still a dominant force. This is crazy. I don't know who's going to be in it. Nelson Cruz. I'm going to have David Ortiz in it. I have to. I can't wait to do this. This is going to be fun. I guess I was wrong about the outs. There is timed rounds in this. I changed it from 2 to 5. I changed it from 5 to 2. Here's all the competitors. Nelson Cruz, Stan, David Ortiz, Mike Trout, Bryce Harper, Chris Davis, Jose Bautista, and Yoenis Cespedes. It's the home run derby. MLB The Show 2016. From San Diego, California. Chris Davis beats David Ortiz 18-17 in a wild first round matchup. Since these are going extraordinarily long, I'm only going to play the first round matchups, and then I'm going to move over to the couch. I was just going to say, though, in this, the time in regular time stops when you get a home run. So if somebody, why Chris Davis, I think, won that round is he had like 13 home runs in a row, which stopped the clock constantly. So I think that's going to be the key to winning this. But up next, it is Jose Bautista versus Stanton. Jose Bautista beats Giancarlo Stanton 14-10. Stanton hit a 505-foot homer in this round, but he only got 10. Jose Bautista, that's a little bit of a shock. Up next, it's Bryce Harper versus Mike Trout. And Yoenis Cespedes versus Nelson Cruz. I just earned a trophy home run advantage. Bryce Harper and Mike Trout tied at 12 in the opening round. Bryce Harper hit like 6 home runs in a row. Actually 7. He was at 5 in regulation time, and bonus time he hit 7, which really propelled him. And then in the 1 minute and 30 second shoot off, he got 6. Mike Trout only was able to get 3, and Bryce Harper moves on. Believe it or not, we've only had upsets. I mean, the seeds don't matter at all, but the 6 seed beat the 3, 7 beat 2, 5 beat 4 now. Is Yoenis Cespedes going to take down Nelson Cruz? And Yoenis Cespedes takes it, the 2-time defending champ. That's what the game said. He hits 18 homers. Nelson Cruz was only able to hit 13. So all upsets, it's going to be Chris Davis versus Jose Bautista and Bryce Harper versus Yoenis Cespedes in the other semifinal matchup. But as I said, I will not be playing that right now. I'm going to go back to Spider-Man 2. I actually want to see if Daily Wager does start. I mean, I'm guessing it does, but I always have to make sure that it doesn't start like early, so I miss it. Spider-Man 3 comes on next. That's good. There it is, 4 o'clock. So right now it's 1:44. So I think I'm gonna move over to the couch. Yeah, I'll move over to the couch for about 30 minutes or so. All right, it's 2:01. Just moved over to the bed. Spider-Man 3 just starting. They're doing the opening intro. I don't know what it's called, whether the credits, but at the beginning, whatever they call that. But I'm gonna sit over here. The plan is I'm gonna sit over here till about 2:45, and then I'm gonna move over to the computer, and then I'll sit there for about 3:15, 3:20, maybe 3:30. Move back over to the bed, and then I'll sit there till 4 o'clock, and then move over to the couch 4 to 5 o'clock for Daily Wager. All right, it's 2:48. Just moved over to the couch, still watching Spider-Man. I've been editing vlog number 94 for the past hour. It's like 25 minutes long, so there's a lot of stuff. I'm still not done, so I'm going to finish doing that. I am almost done. Sit over here till about 3:15-ish. Move back over to the bed for 45 minutes, and then I'll move back to the couch. For dinner tonight, I can't wait for you to see what it is. I'm not going to tell you quite yet, but let's just say it's in the freezer. All right, it's 3:13. Just moved over to the bed, still watching Spider-Man 3. I'm going to sit over here for 47 minutes until 4 o'clock. Just got done editing the video. That's why I moved over here. Now I'm just going to sit over here, eat some snacks, watch Spider-Man 3, and then I'll move over to the couch 4 o'clock for Daily Wager. All right, it's 4 o'clock. Here it comes. Put the graphic on the screen. It's time for some Daily Wager. It's an hour-long show today, 4 till 5. But it's now time to preheat the oven because what I'm having with Tyler. Yes, Tyler's back from vacation. Hopefully Anita Marks doesn't make an appearance. She never says anything smart, although she did pick the Lakers to win yesterday. Nobody else did, which I like. Puck Daddy's returning, they just said. Let's go. Time to preheat the oven, though, because I'm making something that has to be in the oven. Any guesses on what it is? Keep guessing. All right, it's 4:12. Daily Wager just went to a commercial. Just preheated the oven, the dinner for today, ladies and gentlemen. I think you probably should have guessed this. I'm going with a surprising twist. A Tony's pepperoni pizza. Oh yeah, I'm making it. I'm only gonna make like 2 or 3 pieces. I mean, I'm only gonna, so basically I just started doing this recently where I, rather than making the full pizza and then heating it up in the microwave, because that doesn't ever taste as good, I'm going to like cut off when it's frozen, like 2 or 3 pieces. That way, when I want to make it again, I'll just make it in the oven and then it will taste the exact same. So that's what's a much better thing. I just knocked everything out of my, go in. All right, it's gonna be interesting. I haven't had Tony's pizza in a very, very long time, but when I went to Winco, it looked good, so picked it up. Hopefully it's good. It's got 25% more pizza now, so it's improvement. There he is! There he is! The Puck Daddy's returned! They gotta bring this guy back more often. I like this guy. All right, it's 4:25. That was a complete disaster trying to cut this frozen, but I did a decent job. I scratched up my cutting board, which is not good at all. I guess that's what it's made for, but man, that's disappointing. But oven just dinged. Time to put it in for what? How long? Oh, great. I should have set it to 400, not 450. Oh, great. Great, great, great. What am I supposed to do now? All right, it's 4:30. Just put the 3 pieces in. A kind of disaster. I accidentally had it. Remember, I just preheated it. It was at 450. I should have preheated it to 400. Oh, well, I guess. Now I just got to put this in tin foil, put it back in the freezer, and then in about 17 minutes, this pizza will be done. I can't wait till they talk about the Mariners on this. So far, they've only talked about 4 different teams. Angels, Athletics, now the Rangers. They're going to talk about the Mariners very soon. I think they're starting with the AL West. Mariners played 2 games today. Got murdered in the first game, lost 10-9 in the second. They're now 1-9 in spring training. It's going to be a long, long year, man. All right, it's 4:53 daily wager, just about over. But here is the dinner for Tuesday, March 5th, 2024. 3 pieces of a Tony's Pepperoni Pizza and a Shasta Cola. It's Super Tuesday from Gainesville, Florida. This one's a good one. Florida and Alabama. Many people, including the people on Daily Wager, used it as their best bet. Florida minus 2.5. I said it in a previous vlog. This Florida team can make some noise. Them being at home, this would be a big win. This is going to be a great game. I got 2 pieces of pizza left, and no, I did not forget. I have to watch the Thundermans at 6 o'clock because I don't know when it's going to come on. After the movie, it might never come on again, so I got to cherish these opportunities. All right, it's 5:17. Just got done with the pizza. It was very, very good. I haven't had Tony's in a while, but honestly tasted not bad. There was like almost no cheese on it, which I'm sure you could go back and look and see just how much cheese there was. There was not very much, but still tasted good. I mean, there's not one pizza that I dislike, so I'm going to like all the pizzas, but I'm going to take a shower now so I can watch the Thundermans at 6 o'clock. Once I get done with the shower, I'm probably going to sit on the bed till about 6:25 or 6:30, and then move to the couch till 7, and then back to the bed, so I have that same rotation. But watching the Florida-Alabama game, some good games. Kansas plays tonight at 7. Should be a fun night of basketball. All right, it's 5:45. Just got out of the shower. Alabama losing to Florida 31-24. I said Florida. I mean, they're at home. They play better at home. They look really good. Purdue is down on the road by 6 at halftime against Illinois. That's honestly not a shock either. Just a lot of good basketball games on today. It's starting to officially turn more towards conference tournament. I mean, there's a lot of tournament games going on. The Big Sky doesn't start till Saturday. I mean, conferences are starting now, which is really good. But I'm going to sit here for another 15 minutes, and I'll update you again at 6 o'clock when the Thundermans comes on, and then I'll sit here till 6:30, move over to the couch till 7, and then I'm back over here the rest of the night until Fallon comes on and I end the vlog. Halftime of the Illinois game. Illinois leads 40-35. Zach Edey has been dominant with 20 points, but they're just 1 for 6 from downtown. Purdue cannot do that. If Purdue, this is where I would be scared about Purdue come the NCAA tournament. If they get a game where they don't shoot the 3-ball well, they have a chance to be upset. When they shoot the 3-ball well, they're one of the best teams in the country. But when they do not make shots, there could be a huge potential for an upset in March. You can see in the top right, the Thundermans starts right now. Yeah, here we go. It's 6 o'clock. I'm going to watch the 4 episodes. This is the wedding episode, I'm pretty sure, which is unfortunate because I've already seen this episode when I watched like 30 of them that one day. But we got Ditch Perfect. I like that episode a lot. Parks and T-Rex. Oh, that's a good episode. That's a great episode, actually. May Z-Force be with you. Okay, I saw that episode as well. So these next 2, Ditch Perfect and Parks and T-Rex, I did not see when I watched it all day that one day. And then unfortunately, Loud House comes on, but this is awesome, man. This is awesome. I'm watching this for 2 hours. All right, it's 6:44. Just moved over to the couch. I'm going to sit here till about 7:05 just because I got over here a bit later than I wanted to because I completely lost track of time just watching the Thundermans. It's really good. I love the Thundermans. I wish it was not on right now, though, because there's a lot of college basketball games on. Florida is destroying Alabama, which Florida's going to make a run. I can feel it. Florida, they're doing the commercial, the iCarly Marathon starting Saturday. Yeah. I do wonder, though, why they started playing on iCarly every couple weekends. I mean, honestly, it was all the way back in, like, I don't even know what day it was, but when they started doing this iCarly Marathon, I guarantee the viewership on Team Nick went up. I can guarantee that because when you play something different, people want to see it. It's just like when a new store opens. People want to go to that store so if they don't want the same old regular thing, and that's why I really don't understand why Henry Danger is always playing on this channel because, I mean, you're Nickelodeon, man. You've created some of the best TV series in the country. I mean, you're one of the top. I mean, it's you and Disney Channel. I mean, you have so many people that were alive in 2010 that loved watching that. it's kind of nostalgic for them to go back and watch it. But if you play Henry Danger all the time, it's like no one wants to watch that, man. So I'm just wasting my time. I'll sit over here till 7:05 and then move over to the bed. All right, it's 7:04. Just moved over to the bed. Made some Orville popcorn today because I have like 2 bags of the Costco kind left. Got my snacks. Still watching the Thundermans. It's now the Parks and T-Rex episode. I'll watch this one and then I'll watch another one. Florida has like 90 points with still 8 minutes to go. Alabama, they do not play any defense whatsoever. So Florida looks like they're going to win that one. Purdue came all the way back. I saw they were up 77-71. Don't know if they actually won that game or not, but I'm going to see you for another hour, and I'll probably update you at 7:30 when the next episode comes on. All right, it's 7:30. The final episode of the Thundermans starts right now. May Z Force be with you. One more episode to go. I'm going to watch basketball the rest of the night. Well, that does it for the Thundermans tonight. I don't know why the Loud House always has to come on, but I can now finally watch some college basketball. Kansas and Kansas State. Kansas up by 6, 34-28. You can see the bottom. Look at Florida. They put up 105 points. They're going to be a dangerous team, man. Look out for the Gators. I'll update you again at 9 o'clock. As I said, Purdue came back and won the reason. 8 for 10 from downtown in the second half. I told you, if Purdue's going to miss threes, they're not going to win games. But if they are making threes, they are one of the best teams in the country, and they showed it in the second half. Purdue, huge win on the road. Huge. Wake Forest is playing themselves out of the tournament. You don't see that very often. Normally teams want to play better when they come to this part of the year. Wake Forest undefeated at home. Last team in, struggling against Georgia Tech. Wake Forest might have just played itself out of the NCAA tournament if they lose that game. This is March. The number 1 seed in the A-Sun goes down. Wake Forest making a bit of a comeback here. They kind of have to. They're the last team in. But Eastern Kentucky, ladies and gentlemen, they were at home with the number 1 seed goes down to the 10 seed. All right, 9:01 update. Kansas is just absolutely dominating Kansas State. You knew Kansas wasn't going to lose 2 games in a row. They don't lose at home, and to lose 2 games in a row, I mean, they're dominating Kansas State. Even though Kansas State beat them last time on the road, this Kansas team. Oh, man, though, I think BYU's a really good team. BYU's a really good team. If you can shoot the 3-ball well, you can beat anybody, and they showed it by going on the road beating Kansas, but gonna continue sitting here, eating my snacks probably. It's 69-47. It's a blowout. Maybe I'll edit a vlog because I'm running out of space. There's a lot of games on, which I absolutely, there's a ton of games on right now. Upsets galore. I think Wake Forest is gonna lose because they're down by 3 with about 1 minute to go. So Wake Forest, you just blew your chance. How do you lose? How are you undefeated at home and lose when you are in the tournament and you just lost? That's a brutal loss. Kansas just slammed it in at 71-47. Game's not close. I'll update you 9 o'clock. I guess it is 9. 10 o'clock. All right, it's time for a reaction. Wake Forest has come back. They were down 26-7 in the first half. They're now down 68-67. This is why this is going to be a brutal loss. Undefeated at home. If you win your next 2 games, you're in the NCAA tournament. But you might lose to a 13-16 team that's 6-12 in the conference at home where you're undefeated. That's a brutal loss, and if they lose this game, they're out of the NCAA tournament. So that's sad, Wake Forest. It's not over yet. They still got a chance, but this is definitely a pretty rough showing. Georgia Tech just traveled on the inbound. It's Wake Forest basketball. This is the closest the game has been. That is a travel, in fact. Yes, it is. This is the closest it's been in a very long time. Wake Forest has not had a lead today, which is just shocking. This is for their NCAA tournament hopes. Wake Forest. Salas goes inside. Layup. Got it to go for the lead. The first time today, Wake Forest is in front. Wake Forest finally has a lead. Now 22 when they've come all the way back to lead. This is a real score on the bottom. I know it's completely up. 28-2? Are you kidding me? That was real. 9-0 run for Wake Forest, though. I got to stop getting distracted by the score on the bottom. But Mercy Roll must not be a thing because 28-2? Nice. All right, here we go. No timeouts left for either team. Shot clock is turned off. Here we go. Georgia Tech. Travel!
They're going to call a jump ball. Possession will stay with Georgia Tech with 4 seconds to go. Boy, this is huge for Wake Forest. I don't know how this was not a travel. I mean, that's a travel, man. That is a travel. If Wake Forest loses this game, they have played themselves out of the NCAA tournament. Inbound. Shot is good with .4. Georgia Tech's going to win this thing. Wake Forest loses and they are no longer in the NCAA tournament. The first time Wake Forest has lost at home, a brutal loss. Wow. Unbelievable. You can't even imagine what's going through Wake Forest right now. That is... all they needed to do was win 2 games, and this was a manageable game, and they did not win it. This crowd is going crazy for the one walk-on that's in the game right now. Came in, thought about it, goes inside. They call up goaltend. Yeah. And that's going to do it. Kansas lost against BYU. They ain't going to lose this one. The Jayhawks, dominance, 90-68. It's just so hard to come into this place and beat them. I don't know how BYU did it, but Kansas, you knew they weren't going to lose 2 games in a row. Kansas wins it. I'm going to watch some college basketball live now because that's really interesting. All right, I'll update you again at probably 10 o'clock. Jimmy Fallon on at 10:35. Should be a good night. As I was saying earlier, there's the difference right there. There is the difference. That's why Purdue is so good. If they make shots, if they make threes, you can't beat them. I agree with Dallin Cuff on this one. Cornell, if they can make it in, their offense is legit. Cornell can upset some people if they make it in. I agree with that pick. And both of these I agree with. Morehead State as well. They can make some noise as well. The defense Morehead State plays, great point. Great point. This Morehead State defense is very, very good. I agree with both of those. Man, I'm so excited for March, man. I guess it is March, but I'm just excited for this. I'm so excited, man. It's almost here. 2 weeks away to the selection show. I turned the lights off because I honestly don't know why I turned the lights off, but I just felt like I was just really bored, so I turned off the lights to make it feel like a different day. I know, right? Logic, right? But gonna sit in bed for about another 15-20 minutes, and I'll end this vlog. All right, it's 10:16. I just wanted to show you this. I've been putting the table here for the past, 2 days. It's crazy how much room I have right here. It feels like, I don't know why, but moving the table just over there makes me feel like I have so much room. It feels like I really opened up the room, but 10:17, watching the news. Jimmy Fallon comes on later. Who does he got? He's got Hoda and Savannah from the news earlier. I bet they're going to do something about that book thing they were talking about this morning. They got some, who else do they got? I don't know. They got some comedian group or something like that. Somebody Link, Rhett and Link or something like that. I'm not sure. And then they got some other guy, but I'll watch that probably till 11:35 and just sit in bed and enjoy the rest of the night. So hopefully you enjoyed this vlog. I will see you tomorrow.